Assalamualaikum, and today we would like to present about introduction of local Malaysia electrical power system. The video is under subject of DEKP 3763, which is power system, and we will present by myself, Irfan Nafiz bin FAIZAL, Muhammad AKROMIN bin HAMZAH, Muhammad SAIFUL bin KASSIM. These are history of electricity supply in Malaysia. Means electricity is the general purpose alternating current electric power supply. In the US, electric power is referred to by several names including household power, household electricity, house current, power line, domestic power, wall power, line power, AC power, city power, street power, and grid power. In many parts of Canada, it is called hydro because much of the Canadian electrical generating capacity is hydroelectric. Electricity is first made its appearance in Malaysia at the turn of the 20th century, and the earliest record of power generation can be tracked back to a small mining town in Rawang, Selangor. In 1984, two enterprising individuals, Lockheed and Tambusemi Pillai, were installed an electric generator to operate their mines. Private supply for street lighting purposes was extended to the Rawang town. 1985, the railway station in Kuala Lumpur received its first electricity supply. 1900, the Sempam Hydroelectric Power Station in Raub, built by the Raub Australian Gold Mining Company, became the first power station in Malaysia. 1946, the board was to become their three major projects considered by the Electricity Department following its establishment in April 1946, which are the Kenaf Bridge Power Station, the Cameron Highland Hydroelectric Project, and the development of a national grid. 1949, the Central Electricity Board, which is CEB, was established and came into operation. 1964, the second expatriate general manager of CEB, J. Sharples, retired, and Raja Zainal bin Raja Sulaiman became the first Malaysian appointed to the post. 1965, 20 June 1965, the Central Electricity Board (CEB) of the Federation of Malaya was renamed as the National Electricity Board of the State of Malaya (NEB). 1990, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad officially proclaimed TMB as their successor to NEB. Supply system in Malaysia consists of three sectors, which are power system, transmission line, and distribution system. For power system, electricity generation is the process of generating electrical power from other sources of primary energy. The fundamental principles of electricity generation were discovered during the 1820s and early 1830s by the British scientist Michael Faraday. His basic method is still used today. Electricity is generated by the movement of a loop of wire or disc of copper between the poles of a magnet. Transmission line. Electric power transmission is the bulk transfer of electrical energy from generating power plants to electrical substation located near demand center. This is distinct from the local wiring between high voltage substation and customers, which is typically referred to as electrical power distribution. Transmission line, when interconnected with each other, become transmission network. The combined transmission and distribution network is known as the power grid to end users. A distribution system network carries electricity from the transmission system and delivers it to consumer. Typically, the network will include medium voltage 2 kV to 34.5 kV power lines, substation, and pole-mounted transformer, low voltage less than 1 kV, distribution wiring, and sometimes meters.
Okay, the next topic will be the main power supplier. As we know, our main power supply is Tenaga Nasional Berhad, which is TNB. Tenaga Nasional Berhad is the largest electric utility company in Malaysia and also the largest power company in Southeast Asia with 69.8 billion ringgit worth of assets. For the transmission division, TNB Group has a complete power supply system, including the national grid, which is energized at 132, 275 and 500 kV, with its tallest electricity pylon in Malaysia and Southeast Asia being the Kerinci Pylon located near Menara Telekom Kerinci, Kuala Lumpur. The national grid is linked via 132 kV HVAC and 300 kV HVDC interconnection to Thailand and 230 kV cables to Singapore. As for the generation division owns and operates thermal assets and hydroelectric generation schemes in Peninsular Malaysia and one independent power producer IPP operating in Pakistan. In the peninsula, it has a generation capacity of 11,296 MW. Among plans to expand its generation capacity include increasing hydroelectric generation by 2015 and commissioning the first nuclear power plant in Malaysia by 2025. As for the distribution division conducts the distribution network operation and electricity retail operation of TNB. The division plans, constructs, operates, performs repairs and maintenance and manage the assets of the 33 kV, 22 kV, 11 kV, 6.6 kV and 415, 240 volt in the Peninsular Malaysia distribution network. Okay, the next topic we will focus on the generation system. The type of generators is divided into 6. As we know, the generators is used to generate electricity in Malaysia. As for example, the first one is the diesel, the second one is hydro, the third one is thermal, the fourth is steam, the fifth is the solar, and the sixth is the gas. So this is the example of the generation system in Malaysia. For the first one is the hydropower. In Peninsular Malaysia, we have Sungai Perak Hydroelectric Scheme, Sungai Terengganu Hydroelectric Schemes, Cameron Highlands Hydroelectric Scheme, and for Sabah and Sarawak, we have 4 hydroelectric schemes. So this is some of the example for gas-fired. While for biomass, we can look at this fifth example that has been given in the figure. And for the oil-fired, we have 5 power stations in Malaysia. So the last but not least, the hybrid power station. We can see the example is in Pulau Perhentian Kecil Terengganu with a combined capacity of 350 kW. We have 200 kW wind turbines, 100 kW solar panels, and 2 diesel generators capable of 200 and 150 kW respectively.
Electrical supplies in Malaysia: Melaka Corporation Berhad, Sabah Gas Industries Berhad, YTL Power, Power Tax Berhad, and Sesco Berhad. Melaka Corporation Berhad. 2 major types of plants that are steam turbine thermal plants and gas turbine plants. The company owns and operates 4 power plants as follows. Sabah Gas Industries Berhad, established in 1992 and owned by the Sabah government for the downstream of gas resources. YTL Power, generate and sell power as an independent power producer to Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Power Station Berhad, total generation capacity is 1,490 MW and mainly from gas turbine plants. Their power plants are as follows. Sesco Berhad, Sarawak Electrical Supply Corporation is now known as Sarawak Energy, owned by the State of Government of Sarawak, responsible for the generation, transmission and distribution of electricity for the Sarawak State.